Nigerians have no business being poor, says Vice President Kashim Shettima, who emphasized the need for the country to attain food security. Shettima, at the first meeting of the National Council on Privatization (NCP) for the year 2024, disclosed the federal government's plans to recapitalize and restructure the Bank of Agriculture (BOA) to bolster Nigeria's agricultural sector and achieve national food security. At the Conference on Public Wealth Management organized by the Ministry of Finance Incorporated (MOFI), Shettima said the federal government had uncovered 32 routes used to smuggle food to neighboring countries in Ilela local government area of Sokoto State. The Vice President also disclosed that security operatives intercepted 45 trucks loaded with maize which were being smuggled out midnight of Sunday. The Ministry of Finance Incorporated (MOFI) has launched a 100 billion naira project preparation fund to stimulate investments in Nigeria. The Managing Director of MOFI, Mr. Armstrong Takang, who disclosed this at the Public Wealth Management Conference in Abuja, said that given the importance of public wealth in rebuilding the economy, especially at a time when there is a need for more focus on domestic resource mobilization, now is the time to encourage the exploration of innovative mechanisms such as public-private partnerships and alternative financing models. The Nigerian Senate has resolved to probe the 30 trillion naira ways and means spent by former President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government, which according to it was recklessly spent. It alleged that reckless spending of the overdraft collected from the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) under former Governor Godwin Emefiele largely accounted for the food and security crisis bedeviling the nation now. The Debt Management Office (DMO) has raised 1.495 trillion naira federal government of Nigeria bonds at its monthly auction for February 2024. The DMO offered 1.25 trillion naira 7-year federal government bond maturing in 2031 and another 1.25 trillion naira 10-year federal government bond maturing in 2034. It received total bids of 1.9 trillion naira, making it the highest it has received in any one federal government securities auction. At the close of the auction, a total of 873.53 billion naira was allotted for the 2031 federal government bond and 621.38 billion naira for the 2034 federal government bond. The relatively large amount on offer was based on the government's financing need, the opportunity to attract foreign investors, as well as the premise that some local investors may be able to access pools of funds. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) say in the third quarter of 2023, about 92.3% of workers in Nigeria are in informal employment. A survey published by the Bureau indicated that informal employment among people living in rural areas was 97.2%, while the urban informality rate was estimated at 87.5%. The Labour Force statistics also showed that the underemployed within the period was 12.3% and the unemployed rate increased by 0.8 percentage points to 5% during the quarter.